It's working. The delay is horrendous though. Afternoon, Ray. Not too sure how behind that is. Might have to shut this curtain. Why is there such a massive delay? To me, there's like a 3-minute delay. I replied to Ray as soon as he commented, so yeah, there seems to be a bit of a delay for me anyway. Hi Mary. I'm gonna have to mute this, otherwise you guys are gonna get a terrible echo. Are you guys getting my responses almost straight away? Timestamp? Yeah, I'm at 15:03 as well, but I think we need to be a bit more precise than that. 15:03 and 45 seconds now. Now, maybe it's just because I'm trying to watch my own stream. I don't know. Anyway, we'll persevere. Wow. Good afternoon, folks. I hope you're all doing well. Yeah, it doesn't even say there's anybody watching on there, but it does on there. I hope you're all doing well. Horrible news today, isn't it? That we're about to be battered by another storm. What's it called? I can't remember now. Might have to shut that curtain as well. Do you guys mind that curtain being open, or is the glare a bit annoying? No, Ray, they've not come in yet, but it's forecast to hit us over the next 12 hours, I think. It's meant to come on. I can't remember what it's called. Is it Juan? Storm UK. What's it called? George, or well, I don't know how it's pronounced. It's yeah, that's it, right? Yeah, it's meant to be another quite bad one, isn't it? Up to 70-mile-an-hour gusts and heavy rain again. So I hope you guys out there have been suffering with a bit of flooding. I hope that you're okay. My chicken coop's taking a bit of a battering, to be honest. I've turned up today. Marshall's new seed catalogue to go with their new website. I don't know if you've had a look at their new website. It's pretty flashy. So I'm going to have a look. It's Spanish. Does that mean it's pronounced Jorge? I think you're right though. I think it has come from over Spanish way, from over Spain way. So yeah. It is, Ray. It's the same here. Say the bit of glare you can see in the top screen. It is sunny here at the moment. It wasn't this morning. It was It was horrendous this morning. But it's sunny now. Oh hey. So anyway, how is everybody? Have you managed to get down and get get yourself sorted before this storm hits, or have you still got something to do? Do you still need to go? I managed to get down this morning, get the chickens sorted, but I really do need to try and find some money to get to build them a new run. So that run's just, it's knackered. Yeah, about same time as me, right? I got up and went straight down there this morning. Got the kids their breakfast. They're both laid up with colds at the moment, so got the kids their breakfast. The missus went to bed. She was working nights last night, and I buggered off. Well, I went and picked up a joint of beef for tomorrow. As the butchers that I used is doing a special offer. Did some potting up. What have you been potting up, right? I did my, well, you guys saw it, I did my chilies, didn't you? I've taken them out of the grow tent there on the windowsill now. Yeah, I checked on my nasturtium flowers that I think I put in about 2 weeks ago. And I've just put them in the polytunnel, and I'm wondering if they've not warm enough. You want to have a look at the chilies? Hang on then, Deadly. I'll get you a couple of examples, because the KNs for some reason are just going boom. Pansies and petunias. Give us a sec. Ooh, I need a bit of water. Forgetting now they're no longer in the grow tent that they lose water a lot faster. This one, a couple of crispy leaves. Pull that one off. I'm wondering if it's been scorched actually. Oh dear. What are you? Number 1. Where's my book? I think number 1 is habanero, I think. But that's that's the habanero. Nice little stubby plant. Although I think it's been scorched, or it's I don't know. We'll see how it goes. And then one of the I think you're right. I think the nasturtiums aren't warm enough. I'm going to do a second sowing, I think. And then the KN. Is there. I'm thinking of topping it, to be honest. Is it so early in the season? It's not ideal for it to have. I mean, that's probably good old 30cm ruler, one of the kids' rulers. What are we? Can't read it that way around. We are 7 inches tall. I need to get some Epsom salts. I haven't picked any up so far this year. Normally I get it from B&M Bargains, but they've put peppermint oil in all the ones that they're selling now, so we'll see. Are you on about the one with the crinkly leaves? Or are you on about the stupidly tall KN? Same pots. Planted at the same time. But yeah, I'm thinking about topping them. I've got 2 that are like this sort of size. I don't have a Super Savers here. Do I? No, I don't think I've got a Super Savers around here. But I'm happy. There's still another 20-30 plants combined with what's in the grow tent at the moment. I can't take you over there because I've got you set up here nice and Super Savers. Let me Google that. Do I have a Super Savers in Scunthorpe? Apparently I do. I'll go have a look. Where's that? I'm not sure that's still there. Can I Epsom salts. Epsom. They've got sleep bath salts, recover bath salts, and mindful bath salts. They haven't got, at least on their website, they haven't got plain bath salts. Sounds like we're talking about crack, doesn't it? What was I going to have a look for? That was it. Epsom salts UK. Normally there's a company. Apparently the range has got some. I looked in the range the other day. But apparently the range has got plain Epsom salts, £1 for 450 grams, so that seems alright for £1. I might have to try that again. I might have to have another look around the range. But what do you mean? Spray the tall one or the short one with Epsom salts? The short one, I'm guessing, because it's all crinkly. Because it's meant to be crinkly to some extent because it's a super hot. But as long as it doesn't all die, I think, to be honest, feeling these, because they've been in the grow tent for so long, and then they've come out, they are drying out very quickly. There's no moisture in there at all, so I'm going to give them what, blueberry? Yes, they did. I saw them. They had blueberry, gooseberry, and I think not blackcurrant, blackberries and raspberries for £3 for the. You mean the little root stocks in the little green in the green bags? 1 tablespoon to 1 litre of water. I'll give it a go, Deadly. I was just going to give them some seaweed fertiliser, to be honest, but they went into this fresh compost only a week ago, so we'll see. But I will go. I do need to get some anyway, so I will give it a go. Cheers, mate. I will give it a go. My physalis seeds have come up. Well happy about that. What else has come up? My Epsom salt, my Epsom salt, I've got them on the brown now. I don't know if you guys will watch Sunday's video, but I've done, what did I do? Some tomato seeds side by side, some topped with vermiculite and with vermiculite in the compost, and some just straight compost. You've done roses from seed, Ray? Nice. And some just straight compost. And when I looked 2 or 3 days ago, the weird thing was that the ones that were in straight compost had germinated almost double the amount that the ones in vermiculite had. I've not looked for 2 or 3 days because I don't go in the grow tent if I can help it, because it helps maintain a nice environment. I put these away, otherwise I'm going to end up picking all the leaves off. 1 sec, I'll put them back. In fact, I'll give them a drink after the live stream, but they definitely need a drink. There's no weight in these pots at all. They're bone dry. Absolutely bone dry. Oh, yes. I don't know if mine were £3 though. I don't know if they were £3 or £5. But I said to the missus, I did say to the missus, should we get some roses? And she's not overly enamoured. I mean, she doesn't really do flowers anyway. She's got really, really bad hay fever. So she doesn't really do flowers. But a lovely mess now. Cheers, Deadly. yeah, and then I thought roses have this kind of stigma about them, about being particularly fiddly to look after, but I don't suppose they're really more fiddly than any other annual. I mean, what is it that I see Dean doing all the time? What is it you guys? Is it not geraniums? When you dig the tubers up, you take the tubers out and you overwinter them in pots. Is it geranium? It's not geraniums, is it? What is it? I can't think. I'm sure one of you will tell me. So Ray's been doing some potting up. Marianne, your windowsills are chocker. What are they chocker with? What have you been planting? Dahlias, that's it. Dahlia tubers. Seems like a lot of faff, that. The flowers are pretty, don't get me wrong, but it seems like a lot of faff. Do you dig them out to overwinter them, right? Or do you just regrow every year? Excuse me. Bad choice to put words in my mouth. God, I really need a shave. Oh, give me a sec. I'm starting to get messages saying that, because I've had to redo the link, saying that they can't see the stream. Give me a sec. You redo them from seed every year then? Hopefully this will work. Does that link work? Yeah, seems to. Beetroot seeds, basil, nasturtiums, cucumber, courgette. Wow, you've been busy. You've been busy. There's a lot there that I direct plant. Wasn't going to do any cucumbers this year. Not doing any courgettes. Hope you've not made the mistake that a lot of people make and planted a load of courgette plants, because you get a lot off each plant. Last year, was it last year? Sort of, I was no longer the newbie last year in the forums anyway, and the amount of people you saw saying, I've planted a dozen courgettes and I don't know what to do with them all. They had hundreds of courgettes. Mary, I don't think you're going to be too early. I think provided they get plenty of sunshine and you've got somewhere to move them to if you need to, you'll be fine. You'll be fine. But certainly, I mean, 90% of those, I don't think you're too early. Might be a little bit early for the cucumber courgettes, and I'll be putting my tomatoes in next month, but I think you'll be fine. I really do. Is it worth starting beetroot off in trays? Now, I've always direct sown mine, but I suppose if you do plug plants, I suppose it's less thinning out and things like that to do. I might try it this year. I've got a lot of beetroot seeds, so I could do with having plug plants to just, just stick them in sort of wherever. I think that might be quite a good idea. Sorry, I'm just Just getting messages saying that the links that I sent out on Facebook earlier aren't working. Hiya, Life. You alright, mate? Is that Martin? I'm assuming it is. Say hi to everyone, Martin. They're all a great group of folks. Ray's brilliant. He's another YouTuber. I strongly suggest you follow him. I love his videos. What were we saying? What were we saying? Let me know how you get on with your basil, Mary. I struggle with that every year. Don't know why. You may well do. You may well do, Mary. It'll be quite happy. They do grow quite quickly, though. They do grow quite quickly. But if you need to slow them down, what are nighttime temperatures at the moment? They're about 5 or 6 degrees, aren't they? You could put them outside in a greenhouse or a polytunnel to slow them down. Oh, I'm not the only one, Deadly. Thank you. I thought I was the only one. Everybody else seems to succeed with basil. I kill mine every year. It gets to about 6 inches tall and keels over. Same with coriander, oddly. It just keels over. Don't know why. 3 seeds per cell, Ray. Is that for your beetroot? Is that... Seems a little bit more... Seems a bit... Because, I mean, 1 seed from a beetroot can make 4 or 5 plants. So... I think you're right. I think it is too early, really, to be putting the cucumbers outside, even protected. But I was meaning sort of in a week or two, even that, really, with how this winter's going. I suppose we seem to have an extended winter again this year, don't we? It seems to be running later and later every year, starting later and finishing later. I think I'm going to try and get 2 sowings in on a lot of things this year. I'm going to try and get some late crops. I'm going to try and do some late tomatoes and things like that, see how it goes. I've got 2 greenhouses and a polytunnel. I might as well make use of them, hadn't I? What are these? Streamlabs. Ah, yeah. Andrew, have you found us now? I don't know if you can, if you're able to chat. I hope you've found us, mate. I don't know whether it's just me that's a bit too ham-fisted, Ray, but whenever I try to do that, I always end up dislodging the other 2, or the other beetroot, and end up ruining the other beetroot. So I don't know if it's just me being too ham-fisted. Probably is. I mean, when I have done it, the others have not really keeled over, but they've not really grown on. Has anybody got any big plans this summer? Anybody trying anything new? I always manage to get them to germinate, Mary, but I mean, last year I tried sweet basil, Italian basil, purple basil, and then I think one that was just labelled classic basil. And they all did exactly the same thing. I don't know whether it was something I did, but they got to about 6 to 8 inches tall, keeled over. Maybe I was mollycoddling them too much. I was potting them on and things like that and trying to grow 1 basil to a pot. And when I've seen other people do it, they don't do 1 to a pot. It's sort of grown like cress. It goes crazy. Am I doing a melon? Am I doing a melon this year? I'm sure I am doing a melon this year. I normally always try a melon. I saw some watermelon seeds. I think Marshall's have got some this year. But we like the galas and the honeydews. We like them, so that's what I think that's what I've got. Let's have a look. I'm sure that's somewhat I'm tempted. Oh, that's a bit expensive. I'm tempted to get a medlar tree. Has anybody got any medlars? Apparently you let the fruit start to rot down. That one. Oh, look at you with your 2 plots. So look, 90 tomato plants. Yeah, a lot of people do that. I don't think I've grown enough tomatoes, although the missus is mildly allergic. But we grow. Me and the kids love them, and they hardly ever make it home anyway. Kales, purple broccolis. I don't do kale. I do kale for the chickens. It never comes home. Nobody at the home eats it. Broccoli, yes, I do lots of broccoli. I buy a plant from Asda and take coins. I've not thought of doing that. I've not thought of doing that. I've not thought of doing that. An almond nut tree. Yeah, don't like almonds. A walnut tree. Got hazelnuts at the back of the plot. Anyway, what was I looking for? Melons, wasn't we? I was looking for melons. Do like a melon. There it is. I knew they had one. I just looked upon it. I think this is plug plants. But that's the one that Marshalls are doing. Apparently it's very tolerant to British climates. We'll see. I'm not growing watermelons, I've just got cantaloupes. I can't even remember. I haven't even got the seeds here. The seeds, all my seeds now are down at the allotment in that nifty holder that I was sent. Still don't know who sent me it. No idea who sent me it. How do you all manage 3 plots? I mean, I struggle. Well, I suppose actually this year, technically I've got 1.5. The old boy next to me is, well, he's not well. And he wants to keep a bit of his plot, so I'm taking half of his plot, and I'm just putting a load of potatoes in it. Was he doing passion fruit or passion fruit flower? Because I know it's the same plant, but apparently in this country you struggle usually to get you struggle to get it to go to fruit. The season's not long enough. I suppose it depends what you've got, but where are you, Dead? I know I've asked you this before, Deadly, but whereabouts are you? Ooh. How old is your peach tree, Mary? I noticed, Martin, on your Facebook page, you've been doing a lot of sort of supporting your site and sort of getting the site filled with people and things like that. Berkshire. Can't help you, I'm afraid. I don't even know of any YouTubers down Berkshire way. No, I don't. Mary, that's all any of us can do, my love. That's all any of us can do. That's one of the things I've always said about what I do here on the Jed, as I will share my successes and my failures. Just dawns on me, I've not checked to see if anybody's struggling to get the link to work on YouTube. No. No, doesn't look like it. Just post it here. I've missed something. Can't get one. You're in Berkshire. You've had it 4 years, but it was left. Pot bound for 2. Is that 2 of the 4 years it was pot bound? All I can say, Deadly, is if you're struggling to get a plot, you need to keep on at them. You do need to keep on at them, especially the council run ones. They don't have the manpower. It's one of the problems we have up on my plot is, and I might do a whole site tour at some point over the summer, but there's easy a dozen vacant plots on my site, and I'm getting comments everywhere now. Kerry, I don't know where she's commented, but I'm hoping she's joined us here. But hi, Kerry. Yeah, there's about a dozen, at least a dozen empty plots or neglected plots on our site, and the council just are not interested. They're just not interested in managing it at all. But yeah, if you ring up and speak to my council, they'll say they've got 30-40 on a waiting list. There is vacant plots. They're just not willing to do anything. I mean, in the end, ultimately, I got mine by going to the site myself and speaking to people there, finding vacant plot numbers, and going back to my council and say, look, I've been there. These are vacant plots. I want one. And at that point, they kind of went, oh, okay, you can have it then. Even though technically I was jumping the queue. Oh no, Kerry, it looks like Kerry's here for the model side of things, so that's groovy. I do like it when people enjoy the models, because it is a bit of an issue doing multiple subjects. Yeah, the kits, Ray. The kits. I was going to join Mally in doing the kits as well, but they have got so technical. They're no longer kits for boys to do, if you know what I mean. And that sounds terribly racist, but not racist. Sexist. They're no longer kits for boys to do, really, and knock them up in half an hour. They are so complex now. They've moved away from selling them for kids, and they're now model makers. Are now collectors things now. They are so complex, and there's so much detail goes into them. I just haven't got the finesse that Mally's got for the model making. I need to look into basil, because I do like basil. I'm going to try it again. I thought it was too early to start it now. As Grow Seed sent me some basil seeds, so I might just sow them on the top of a large 30-litre pot. I don't know, but yes, Ray. Sorry, back. It's Mally that does them. It's not me. And he does have a collection of models that he has made, but his missus makes him put them in the box. She doesn't like them for whatever reason, but I do keep meaning to ask him, will he get them out and do a sort of a bit of a show and tell, and also, as there's not many in here, but I'll tell you guys now, I'm getting a bit lazy, to be honest. I wanted to do a 500 sub giveaway, but I didn't get round to it. So I'm holding off now, and I'll just do another one. I might do it just over Easter. And Mally's actually going to throw in a completed painted model. And then I'm going to throw in probably a chili plant, some seeds, and you might have seen the blue seed tray, that is not seed tray, the blue seed tin, the big Bergen and Ball seed tin that I've got. I'm not using it anymore, so I think I'd like to recycle it and give it to somebody. So I think I'm going to give a load of seeds away. Grow Seed give some seeds to give away. I've got some seeds that I'm not going to plant to give away. The seed container, I'm going to try and send somebody a chili plant. We'll see if it makes it through the post. And Mally's going to throw in a completed model. So I think that's pretty cool. Also, I've got merch coming up soon. I don't know if anybody's interested in buying any merch, but I have got some. Hi Kamaz. I have got it all designed. I've got it all made. I've got mugs, hoodies, boxer shorts, and I think that's it. I was going to do some stickers, but I couldn't get a price I liked on some stickers. New viewers of the channel. So. Kamaz, you've just done it for me. Ray, yeah, I feel a bit dodgy sometimes because I do a lot of I call it pimping on Facebook to try and get the followers, to try and get the subs up. It's not progressing naturally, which is unfortunate. But it seems to work. You know, I've been at this. I've not actually had a growing season on YouTube yet. I think it was the very tail end. I think it was August, September time that I joined YouTube last year. Martin, the mugs, they start from $8.99. I've done two sizes, a standard just white mug with the Conversation Shed logo on it, and I've done a pint mug as well. I'll start putting links on the videos, and because everybody does do merch, because there's no money in YouTube. But that leads on to what I was just about to say. Actually, I've done them as cheaply as I could, but still for a decent product. I'm not going to say good product because I don't think they're amazing. There is some nicer ones out there, but until I get a bit more work and start making a bit more money, I can't do the ones I really want to do. Guys, I can Conversation Shred will be good for you guys. But yes, mugs, I'm doing it. There's a standard size and then there's a 1 pinter, or I think it's a 16 ounce. It's a big mug as well. I like the big mugs of coffee, so I had to buy one of them, and it's the only what's the words? Words are really failing me today. And it's the only merch store I could find that does big mugs. So I'm going to start putting links in my videos. I'm not really going to pimp it. The prices are as low as I could make them. I'm actually making, I think, and I'll be honest, I'm making £1 on a mug, but I wanted them to be a good price. And I think $8.99 plus P&P, I think is all right, actually. I think it's all right. It was certainly the best price I could find out there. There's places like Teespring that other places use. I think the cheapest you can make their product is like £13 for a mug. So I think it's a bit. I think that's a bit steep. I'll grab a link to the merch store now, and I'll put it in the comments. But we've got mugs. We've got two. I did do it cheaper, sorry. I've got a mug for £5, and then a nicer quality mug for £9, and then a 15 ounce mug for $9.99. They're as cheap as I could. Everything is as cheap as I could actually make it on the website, because it's not about making money for me. YouTube's a bit of a hobby. Yes, if I make a couple of quid, great. If I don't, meh. The reason I've also used this website is that hoodies go up to big man sizes because I'm a big man, and I've put a nice couple of t-shirts in there, one for the ladies and one for the men. So I'll put a link to the store in the stream. Don't know if you can do that. Here's where everybody disappears because they all click on the link. But yeah, take a look, see what you think. And if there's anything you'd like me to design, if I can do it, I happily will. And same goes for Martin, for Ray. If you want me to help make something for you, I completely don't mind doing that. I don't know if comments. Comments are there. Here's where you all disappear now because you all click on the link and it closes the stream. But take a look, see what you think. I'm quite happy with some of the stuff. There's some stuff I'm not overly happy with. I don't like the price on the t-shirts, I'll be honest. That's actually on the t-shirts I'm making nothing. They are going out to you guys at cost because I thought they were expensive enough, but I really liked the design. One thing I really want to do, let me know and see what you guys think actually. One thing I really want to do is I want to do some conversation shed overalls because I like to wear overalls on the allotment. So I'm looking at getting some of those, but they might be a bit pricey because I think I'm going to actually have to go to a shop, get them myself, get them embroidered. They'll be properly embroidered, not printed. The t-shirts I think on there are printed. They'll be properly embroidered and post them out myself, so we'll see. It's all on there, Martin, if you click on it, but they go quite large. I think the t-shirts, yeah, the t-shirts only go up to double XL. The hoodies go up to, how many X's is that? 5. And the women's t-shirts go up to double XL. Now, give me a sec, I'll see if we can do see what other sizes of t-shirts they've got. Thing is, yeah, they get crazy prices. Let me just have a quick look. Do you guys prefer long sleeve or short sleeve? Oh, that's better. It's a bit more pricey. After this stream, there'll be another t-shirt available on the website. I'll make another one that will go up to 4XL. I might get myself one actually, because I don't get anything for free. Give me a sec, and I'll see if I can knock something up and get it on the stream now. You struggle with end screens, Ray? What you mean, like the one that I've got at the end of mine, where it's a bit of fire and sort of the now, the next, and the subscribe button in the middle. What what video editing software do you use? Do you do it all on your phone? Oh, come on, where is it? Where is it? The text that I want isn't here. Martin, I will do these shirts for you. I will do some larger size shirts, but it's just going to take me a little while because I can't find my design. It's not saved it like I thought it had. So I'm going to have to remake it, which isn't a problem. Is it because I've got the wrong print position selected? Is that why? Yes. That's why. At least I thought it was. Most popular. Right, now I'm not going to do it now. You're not late. We're 40 minutes in. We've just been talking about merch and stuff. But yeah, I'll do one, Martin, and it'll be live as of this evening. At some point, I will design one. So anyway, Ray, I'll be more than happy to help you out with end screens. What I might do when I've got a bit of time, I might nip on, download a couple of our videos and knock you some up. Do you have any ending credits that you particularly use, or do you just end your videos? I can't remember. A quick look. Let me have a quick look. Oh, Cam was online. Oh, he's done the video that I wanted him to do. He's talking about the crack key hydroponics. Oh, that's cool. I'm going to watch that later. Ray, where are you? When was your last video? There it is. In fact, I've not watched your last video. What's on the end? I see. Yeah, I used to do exactly the same as you do. It's a pain in the arse, aren't the end screens? They really are a pain in the arse. But there's some really good tutorials out there for how to make an animated end screen like mine. But it depends essentially on how you edit your videos. I don't know how you would do it on a phone, but I use Vegas. And then everybody's gone quiet. What's everybody up to? Is everybody buying stuff? Yeah, I need to... yeah, I'll sort that out. I hadn't spotted those t-shirts were a really small size, or as far as I'm concerned, they were small sizes. I will sort that out. It is going to mean they're slightly more expensive because the next ones up are a premium t-shirt, 100% cotton, blah blah blah. Yeah, I'm not a salesman, not anymore anyway. So I'll sort it. I will get round to it. I can't remember how I did it now. It's really annoying me. Really annoying me. So what, does anybody have any plans to try and get down their allotment in the next sort of 48 hours? It is starting to get windy. The sun's still shining, but it is starting to get very windy out there. Oh, what's everybody having for dinner? I'm hungry. Getting more messages on YouTube. Why isn't that comment loading? Is anybody else finding YouTube really misbehaving today? I thought about it, Deadly. I did think about doing it, but there's so many people. And the thing is, I can only do a tutorial video on the software I use. But it is something that I might do at some point. I might do one at some point. Being this morning. I don't think you were in, Martin. What have you got going on down the plot at the moment? Have you got anything growing? Have you started anything? Have you got any big plans for this year? You're going to be shoring up your poly. Yeah, I did mine. I've not taken my shorings back off since... what was the first storm we had? Edna? Was it Edna? Edith? No, Kira, wasn't it, this year? It is. It's all algorithms. And they're a pain in the arse. At the moment, I was watching somebody's video the other day talking about the current algorithm and how it's currently set up to favour clickbaiting videos. Begging for dinner. And things like that, and how it's things like, you know, the the 5-minute craft videos and things like that, the 5-minute baking videos and things like that, and sort of, well, clickbaiting. We know what clickbaiting is, and sort of fake news, or what did they call it? Fake baking or fake, I can't remember. But apparently the algorithm at the moment is currently favouring that type of video. But it will. It's YouTube. They're out to try and make money, and if they can't attract advertisers, then it's not going to work, is it? It's going to shut down. But there's no money. I mean, gone are the days of the YouTube millionaire. Gone, well and truly gone. You know, you've got to have something go proper viral to make a decent amount of money on YouTube. It just doesn't work. What are you building your raised beds out of, Martin? We're looking to move house, and I'm looking for something long term. I was thinking sleepers, untreated, new sleepers. Sounds like a slogan from the 90s, that one, Mary. Something that would be printed on a Nike t-shirt or something like that. No, many. No, and I'll be honest, Edley, on my personal Google, I have an ad blocker installed which prevents YouTube from showing me ads. But on the gardening one, on my Conversation Shed YouTube, which I know Ray will have noticed, I always comment on his videos using my Conversation Shed account. That one doesn't have an ad blocker enabled, because I think that gives something back to the community, especially the guys that are monetized. So, but on my personal one, I do. I'll hold my hand up. Makes me a bit of a hypocrite, but. My other channel had video 1 million, then YouTube dropped it to 400,000. Didn't know you had another channel, right? But yeah, it's you use decking boards for your allotment, for your raised beds, Martin. How long do you find they last? How tall are you making your raised beds? But yeah, I've been contemplating actually trying a different platform like Twitch. That seems to be getting very popular for a lot of different subjects. I know it used to be a gaming. I was going to use scaffold. I'm tempted by scaffold boards. I can get them for a decent price. But yeah, Twitch. I was tempted to try Twitch as a platform, but I've got so much time and effort involved into YouTube now that I'm reluctant to change anything. But I am tempted just to stop promoting videos and just let it grow naturally now, because that actually takes more time. I can get them. I think there's a guy about 10 miles from me who sells unbanded scaffold boards for £1.20 a metre. 2 foot tall, and you find I'm surprised decking boards will hold up to that. But that's what I was thinking of, using scaffold boards. But I was thinking if I was building something at home, I was thinking sleepers, because they're thick. They can be a bit of a seated area and things like that. But then I was thinking, if you use scaffold boards, I can put some planks on the top and make it sort of what's the word? Well, a topped raised bed that you can sit on. Yeah, 2 foot's about standard. 2 foot is about standard. But that's what I was thinking of doing. But we need to get moved first. We've got a year left on our tenancy at this house. But we're looking to buy tired of paying it. Yeah, tired. Yeah, well, yeah, Ray. That don't see that often enough. Tired of paying somebody else's mortgage. So. Sorry, I'm still getting messages from people saying that they can't find the stream. Yeah, sorted. Yeah, I don't see much that I can recycle here. Yes, I am. We are staying local. Mrs. Could transfer to elsewhere. In fact, we could transfer anywhere else in the world. But for the moment, we're going to stay local. The housing prices around here are dirt cheap because they don't know what's going on with the steelworks. Martin, I used to be down Birmingham way. I had a pub in Telford and then another one in Bridge North. And it's okay. It's okay. It's a bit too landlocked for me. I like to be close-ish to a coast, and I also like to be close to Yorkshire, if not in Yorkshire, because I'm a Yorkshireman, and that's God's own country, and that's going to be controversial, but hey, what's life without a bit of controversy? But yeah, I didn't get on with Birmingham. It was too middle. It was too Midlands. It is pretty much slap bang in the middle of the country. Yeah, it was too landlocked for me. For some reason, I just felt uncomfortable. It did go down the first stream then because I set a reminder. It brought me here. What are you doing down in Berkshire? Was it? I'm Scunthorpe currently, which is not as horrible actually as it is made out to be. It's not a wonderful place by any stretch of the imagination, but like anywhere else, it's got its nice bits and it's got its bad bits. So, you know, it is what it is. So it's not horrible actually. Now I've settled in. I've been here for 4 years, and it's not bad. Hi, you're from Bradford. Well, I actually grew up not far from Bradford. I grew up in Wakefield. You mentioned that before, Mary, didn't you, in the last live stream about using divan bases? And I do like the idea of having sort of a prefabricated frame to just bolt slats, or to screw slats onto. It is something that I'm going to try, because I am contemplating converting the current sort of traditional style side of my plot where everything just goes in the soil. I am considering converting that over to raised beds as well, because my back is steadily getting worse, unfortunately. So digging is becoming less and less of an option. So I don't know on that yet. How many raised beds have I got at the moment? 1, 2, 3, 4. I think I've got 6 or 7 at the moment, and then 3 long ones in the polytunnel. The big project was supposed to be for this summer DIY building a polytunnel, but it's just looking like that's just not going to be affordable. I've got majority of the materials. I just need to buy a angle grinder. I need a battery powered angle grinder, and well, I suppose I could actually go with mains powered. And the plastic cover. I want to get a decent plastic cover. Thumbnails and end screen, Ray. For thumbnails, I use Tube Buddy. For my end screen, it's a video that I made myself with templates on it as to where to put the 2 video selections and the subscribe button in the middle. It's a bit of a long-winded process, but long story short, if you find some, if you search on YouTube for some B-roll stock footage that is free for you to use, if you find something you like, I'll make you a 20-second end screen using the same footage, as using the same style as mine. And then you'll be able to just put the videos on, and that the 2 video options and the subscribe button are just done using the end screen generator on YouTube, which they've just changed, which threw me out. But I don't mind making, if you find some B-roll footage, send me a link to it, find some, and I'll make you a 20-second one, because the end screens only last 20 seconds, so I'll make you a 20-second one. So some B-roll footage and some music from the YouTube music library, and I'll knock you one up if you want. I don't mind. It doesn't take long. I think I've still got the template saved, so I can knock you one up and send you one. That's not a problem. And then any text that you want putting on, just let me know. I'll sort something out for you. And then you'll be able to insert it as a video clip on the end of every video. That's all I do. I've not really had a play about with it, Mike. It does the placement for me through a template in TubeBuddy, but the video itself I made. So yeah, say you find those things for me, Ray, and I'll knock you something up. It's only a 10-minute job, I think, if I've still got the templates saved. Not sure that I have. It doesn't take long. But no, I don't mind at all. It's all about me. As I've said from day one, it's all about building community. And what's a community if it's not a source of information and help for everybody? I like your video style, Ray. Do you use a microphone or anything? Because your audio is always really clear, whereas mine's just wind noise, blah, normally. Can't find that comment to reply to. Really annoying. It's a dashboard. Comments. Yeah, I've just remembered about your comment about nitrogen fixing the soil deadly. I don't know why you thought it might be risky to say urine. The only problem with urine is it's alright to put in your compost, but the ammonia in it, it's not a good idea to put it in your soil or on your soil. Somebody just put something on there. Do I pay for? Yes. Yeah, I think it's £6.5, £7 a month. But it saves you a lot of time. Let's see, somebody's just asking me about planting cacti. Which room is he in? That one? Nope. Home Gardener's Gardening Hub. Ah, there it is. Bloody hell. guessing that's not in the UK. That's why attacker boxes handy portable studio for blocking wind. Oh right, sorry, yes. I asked a question, didn't I? Video do pay for tube, but today's video will be windy. Vivi? Who's Vivi? Oh, you have. Oh, right. Yeah, you have a mic, but forget to take it out. Yeah. Who was it? Becky from Becky's Allotment. She told me that she uses a microphone, little clip-on lapel one. She got it off Amazon for £40. And her audio's brilliant, so I am going to get one, but it's a wireless one as well, so the receiver plugs into the side of my phone, because I've started using my phone as opposed to my camera. So I am going to invest in one in a few weeks. I've just started a new job, so I just need to wait for that to catch up with money. Oh, Viv's Kitchen Garden. Yeah, the other problem I have with urinating all over my plot, deadly, is, of course, I take the kids down with me. Ray, pineapple. Mick, how's your pineapple? One pineapple. It was planted. When did we do these, Mick? It was about September, October last year, wasn't it? And that's just from the crown of a pineapple from the supermarket. Yeah, Mary, using a mic in a live stream is annoying. It tends to throw it out of sync, but certainly on your videos it's a lot better. Yeah, that's a pineapple. It needs... I don't know, I could do with having a sneaky look at the root system really, but I don't know how it's going to like this. Oh. Yeah. Doesn't seem to. I can't lift it up to show you. I can't. It's crumbling as I'm holding it. Yeah, it needs. It doesn't seem to be developing much in the way of roots. But I don't know if a pineapple. Obviously don't know if pineapples do have deep roots. I mean, it's in there obviously, but I need to encourage its growth somehow. I think I need to put it in some more freer draining compost. First wee of the day. Yes. No, just the green top, Ray. Just the green top. Literally, instead of cutting it off, you're supposed to twist off the top, which you should be able to do on a ripe pineapple, and then just stuck it in the ground. Mine actually sent up 2 shoots. One from the original crown, which actually died, and this is the second shoot that was sort of growing up the side of it. But like I said, it doesn't seem to have much in the way of roots. So, yeah, I'm a bit dubious. I think I need to risk it, and I need to take off all the soil, try and find the root ball, and repot it. Because this compost now is actually old. I think this is this is the actual compost that I started it in, and it's still not rooted out the bottom, which I would have expected by now. So I think I'm going to have to risk it and try and clean it up, try and put it in some fresh compost, so see if that stimulates its growth. Where do I keep it? Just on a windowsill. It's just been sat on a windowsill all winter. It's kind of been ignored. To get it to start sprouting and rooting. Oh yeah, that's yeah, that was an important step. Sorry. So you twist off the crown, and then if you've seen them do it with avocado seeds, stick some cocktail sticks in it and put it in a glass of water. Change the water daily, and keep it somewhere warm and light, and watch for the roots that start forming roots. Then once the roots are a couple of centimetres big, into the compost, and away it goes. Like I said, this one's been sat in this compost for probably 3 or 4 months now, so it's well due a change in compost. Yeah, there'll be no nutrients left in that, none whatsoever. But since it was put in its pot, it's sat just in the corner of a room near a radiator on a windowsill, and it's just sat there. I don't know if any of you I'm gonna have to shut that curtain. If any of you follow me on my Instagram, yes, it's indoors. But I put up the picture of where my chilies are, and this is just at the end of the chilies. Give me a sec, I'll have to shut that curtain, it's straight in my eyes. If that's going to be any better at all. Nope, not really. But in the greenhouse, I also have lemons and clementines that I grew just from seeds from supermarket fruit. So I don't know what'll come of them. I actually gave one to my mum last year. She keeps it in her conservatory, and that is rocketed off. It's got flowers on it and everything. Mine have just been sat in the greenhouse. They really have been neglected, to be honest. But we're coming up to the season where everything's going to start getting fed and everything soon, so hopefully we'll be good. But I am going to pot up that pineapple. I might do that this evening, to be honest. God, that's really bright. Yeah, I might do that pineapple this evening. I'm a bit scared of killing it, to be honest, because we don't often get pineapples in this house. Don't often buy them. I mean, I don't think anything's ever going to come of it, but it's a bit of fun, isn't it? It's a bit of fun. Did I miss anything? Is there anything I haven't answered? So has yours died, Mike, or is it kiwi? I've got one of them in the polytunnel. That's it's a Japanese kiwi. It's British tolerant, so we'll see what comes of it. It was given to me by another plot holder that was giving up. He gave me the grapevine and the kiwi, which reminds me, actually, was it Mary? Did you get yourself some grapevine cuttings, or do you want me to still send you a bundle at the end of summer? I just turn off all the notifications on my phone. I really do. How's the plot, Mike? Have you managed to get down to it at all? For gardening, Mary, I find Instagram is a lot better. Yeah, I'll sort you some out. Remind me, Mary, and I'll send you a bundle of cuttings. Not a problem. You just have to remind me towards the back end of summer, and I'll send you a bundle in a plastic bag, and that should keep them moist. It's a shame because you asked me literally a week after I pruned mine right back, and I went down to have a look at the wood that I'd pruned off to see if it was still viable, and it wasn't. It had completely dried out, so it would have been a waste of time me sending them to you. But so prolific, honestly. So what were we? I've lost track now. We got sidetracked. I was asking you something. What was it? We were talking about pea. And then we went over to the pineapple. No, I didn't miss anything. Are you doing single seed challenge? Yes, that reminds me. I'm going to do it now. Well, I'm not going to plant it now. I'm going to order the seeds right now. I'm going to go to Grow Seed and order some of their... Is it cheating to use an F1 seed, right? You'll have to tell me. Don't forget, growseed.co.uk still have the Convo Shed 5% discount. Don't forget. It just means I'm just using it on my order here, and it means I'm actually getting free shipping for one packet of seeds. So happy days. Don't know if I've got a login for the website, to be honest. I have ordered from them before. I can't type. I'm having a bad day. No, I haven't got an account. 5 years for kiwi to fruit from seed. It was an established plant, so I'm hoping it's not going to take 5 years. We'll see. It's the vine was, I think when I first got it, it was about 6 foot tall. I pruned it back to train it up the archway of the polytunnel. It grew back up the archway of the polytunnel, is back at about 6 foot tall, and I've taken all the side shoots off and things. Not doing that. Bear with me. Any will do. Heard 5 years. That's peculiar. Any will do. Oh, any seed will do. Oh, good. Yeah. Sorry, I was put off by Dragon coming in and saying sub me please, but then when I came back to remove his comments, they're not actually showing up, so I don't quite know what's going on there. Seem to be getting trolled today a little bit. Royal Mail's fine. Pay by card. That one that I'm not going to say out loud. What website? Growseed.co.uk, right? They're a company that I partnered with. That's the wrong card. And they sent me a load of seeds out, which are great quality, and they gave us... I know the card number's incomplete. Oh yeah, duh. Order and pay. Postcode is incomplete. Duh. Where? Where do I put the postcode? You know what? Go away. Oh, I'm having great fun with this website. Edit, Royal Mail, edit. Postcode is there. Pay by card, card number. Ending in that one. And that one. Yeah, growseed.co.uk. They sent me some stuff out for review. There is a review video. My postcode isn't incomplete. Oh, do you know? And then at checkout, if you use code CONVOSHED, all one word. There we go. So I'm ordered some Beefmaster F1 tomato seeds. That's going to be my single seed challenge, because ain't nobody wants loads and loads of plants. I don't know if the code's still going to be on next year, Deadly. He did say, Gary did say to me that he has no intention of taking it off. But obviously I don't expect him to run it forever and a day. But I think I am working again with him next year. We're going to try and do some fun things next year. We're going to try and do a conversation shed grow along thing. We're not too sure what we're going to use, but in actual fact the idea is that the seeds will be free from Grow Seed. You guys just pay postage. Can't expect him to incur costs if he's giving away seeds for nothing. But the idea is to have a bit of a grow along. We don't know what it's going to be yet. The seeds are hopefully going to be free apart from postage. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. I think I'm going to work with it. I am intending on working with them again next year. So hopefully the code will be, if not still active, we will get a new one next year. There's a few things he wants to do. But it's a great company. And the seeds seem really good quality. So check them out. Do check them out. They do seeds, plug plants, a few pots and things like that. But yeah, that code applies for 5% off anything. So no matter what you order, you get 5% off. Sweet peppers, hot peppers. I need to get some more sweet peppers in. I need to get some California Wonder actually, because I think they're the best ones for the UK, if I remember rightly, the California Wonder. But hey, listen, anyway guys, it's 4:30. I've only got about another half an hour before I've got to start cracking on with dinner. So I would like to know, is there anything I can help you guys with? Is there anything you need to know? If I don't know the answer, there's some really accomplished gardeners in here at the moment, so if I don't know it, one of these guys will, that's for sure. What is going on? YouTube is really playing up for me today. Can I come and dig over your plot? £40 an hour. And a signed contract that if I come and do it and you don't grow on it, you owe me £2,000. How does that sound? How long have they been in, Mary? Are they sweet peppers or hot peppers? I'm not even going to justify that with an answer, Mick. You've heard my terms. Does anybody think wifey wants a grapevine? Any recommendations? I tell you what, Martin. Yes. Well, does she want one to eat or does she want one to ferment? Sweet, first lot 2 weeks, second lot a week. Right, the second lot I wouldn't worry about too much. I'm not digging over anybody's plot for free. The 2 week ones, I'd give them, for sweet peppers, really 2 weeks they should be up. Give them another week, and if they're not up, I'd abandon them. Remember that peppers, for the most part, need a good soil temperature, constant soil temperature of no lower than 18 degrees. Grapevines to eat. I tell you, see if I can find mine. Give me a sec. Without caps lock on. It wasn't this one, was it? Was it this one? No, it wasn't that one. Give me a sec, 'cause I can't remember the name of it off by hand. Off hand. I can't remember. It wasn't one of those. It wasn't one of those. Was it that one? It was. I believe, now once again, my vine was inherited or was given to me, but I was told that it was Isabella. Whether that's right or not, I don't know. But when I've looked up Isabella, it does seem to be a very good eating grape that is UK growable. What I could also do for you, Martin, is the same as... I like that idea, Deadly. It's the same as Mary. I'm quite happy to send you some cuttings off mine at the end of summer. Once it's done its thing, once I'm pruning it, because you get a lot of wood. You get a lot of trimmings off a grapevine because you trim it back quite severely. So I would be quite happy to send you some cuttings as well if you want. Just remind me at the end of summer and I'll stick some in the post. I've got mine in the polytunnel. What I wish I'd done and what I may do when I build the new polytunnel is you plant it outside and then you train it in. So you bring it in through, yeah, like Ray's just said. Then you train it to come in by either, you know, making a cutout of the side of your greenhouse or your polytunnel or whatever. And it means that, because they need quite a lot of water. Yeah. I'm trying to remember whose video it is that I saw it on. And I can't. But yeah, if you and Mary remind me, because I will forget, I'm terrible. And when you see my video, Ray, more than happy, if I've got enough, more than happy to send them out. When you see me mention it in a video, message me straight away, and I'll endeavour to send out some cuttings. I'm not going to propagate them for you. I'm not going to do that bit for you, but I'll send out the cuttings themselves. So and what I'll do is wrap them in some cling film, keep them moist, and they should be fine. But I'm more than happy to do that. I propagated like 16 cuttings last year. 4 or 5 went to my mum's. Some others went to Leeds to Marcus, and some were meant to go up to Mick, but he never came down to pick them up. Would like to see that done. If you remember video, let me know, please. Mary, same as always, I'll post them on Facebook. I know you don't really do them, but I post my videos everywhere, but it won't be till September, October time. That's generally when you prune your grapevines. You can do them anytime right the way through until February, but yeah. That's kind of what's going on with mine, Ray. It's right in the corner of the polytunnel. right in the corner of the polytunnel, so I'm hoping it gains some water from outside as well, but with my soil being that heavy, I'm not too sure how much the water actually spreads. Cheers, Martin. I do try. I'm trying to create an environment of YouTubers that we ain't working against one another, we're working with one another. I'm guaranteed I'll forget. Okay, Google, set reminder for 1st of September to send grape cuttings to Martin, Ray and Mary.
Got it. Send grape cuttings to Martin, REI and Mary. This will be for the 1st of September. At what time?
10 a.m.
Got it. On the 1st of September at 10 a.m.
That might help.
To get this reminder on an iPhone, you'll need to download the Google Assistant app.
Okay. Don't overstep your boundaries. Thank you. There you go, guys. Hopefully we won't forget. Hopefully one of us will remember anyway. Where are we? Half full. We're all right yet. We're all right yet. Anything else, guys? We keep going back to... Put mine on the inside. Yeah, sorry, yes. I'm hoping to build one, right, but I need to raise about £300. So I'm hoping to build another one. Was it listening to you, Deadly? Well, I don't always get things right, Ray, but we like to, you know, we sound off one another, don't we? And like, I think, was it you, Deadly, in my first live stream? We were talking about something. It might have been me and Cam, and we came together. Although neither of us directly said it, we came up with a really good idea for something. I can't remember what it was. The thing about gardening is there's so many techniques. And it's kind of what annoys me a bit about Facebook, because Facebook is very toxic in the way that, you know, there's a lot of boys on there, a lot of boys and girls on there that said my way is the only way and rah 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 and you're wrong, and ain't nobody got time for that. I had an argument the other day with a woman who was adamant that a no-dig plot uses exactly the same amount of compost as a dig plot. I was like, that doesn't make sense. That doesn't make sense. I use some compost to plant my seeds in, and that's pretty much it. Everything else is manure on the ground. And at that point she shut up, because I did the maths for her. And she had I can't remember, but it was around about a 200 square foot plot. And she said she covered that in 1 inch of compost. So I did the maths. And I said, well, that works out to be around about 75 tons of compost. And I says, well, I couldn't carry that to my allotment, and you know, I think last year in total I used 10 bags of compost. So yeah, I don't know. Mary, if you're going to build a polytunnel, seriously, take your time. I would do it the way that I've seen other people do it, and I'm just creating a video of how somebody else on my allotment site has done it, which is almost the same as how Dean from Dean's Lost the Plot's done it. Well, that was my point, Deadly. Charles Dowding actually suggests that you use 3 to 4 inches worth a year, but she was adamant you only needed 1, and you know what, life was too short. What was I saying? Polytunnels, building a polytunnel. it needs to be strong, as you're seeing all over Facebook at the moment with regards to people losing their polytunnels and then getting decimated and things like that. So I'm doing a 6 foot length of scaffold tube, hammered 3 foot into the ground. You're not, Mary. Trust me. If I can do it, anybody can. Hammered 3 foot into the ground, then you get 20. I think it's 25mm water pipe. You get it from Toolstation, and that just, it's a tight fit, but it slots over the top. Then an arch over to the one on the opposite side. Between 2 up to a maximum of 4 foot between each post, and then the plastic is another story. But honestly, when it comes to polytunnels and things you're going to have outside, especially on an allotment, these £200 polytunnels, they're great if you're going to take the cover off every winter. Because other than that, I mean, I'm so surprised mine's lasted 2 years. It's definitely not going to last another one. And whilst I could just buy a replacement cover for it, the steel will eventually rot out. It's only mild steel. It's not going to last. Aldi are doing a gardening stuff sale. They are down there, magical middle aisle. But that was my idea. Was my big build for through summer was to build a polytunnel. And I've been toying with the idea now for 4 or 5 weeks about asking you guys, asking the subscribers, if you would mind contributing towards the build, because it's not looking like I'm going to be able to afford it. But I don't think I'm going to do it. I think I'm just going to put off the build until next summer now, and just save up for a bit longer. Because this year we need to get a new chicken run. The chicken run here that we've got is falling apart and it needs to be replaced. I was going to build one. I still might, depending if my mate Marcus is able to get me some more wood. But I don't know if we're going to be able to. So I'm looking at buying a one from mano.co.uk. It's about £300, but it's massive, and I'm able to stand up in it and things like that. So hopefully. Guru Mithinda, no. Well, I've seen his pictures. Has he actually done a video of it? Because I'm only relatively new to his channel. I've not had a chance to go through his videos yet and have a look. But I have seen the photos, and essentially, I'm building the same one, same design as his. But it is something that I've been meaning that it's not something that I've seen somebody else do and decided I'm going to do it. It is something that I've been wanting to do for many months. But the plastic cover, I think the plastic cover is going to cost me around about £200 to £300. So trampoline bits, yes, you can do that, and I might do that for my front and back arch because I do have a trampoline to take down. So I might do that for the first arch and the last arch, for my doorways to be a bit stronger, but I don't know. I've got the scaffold tubes. I can get the water pipe really cheap. It's just getting I need to get an angle grinder to cut the scaffold tubes down, and the plastic cover. So about £300 to £400 it's going to cost. But for the same thing from somewhere like First Tunnels or Greenhouse Sensation, or for one of theirs, for the same dimensions, you're talking in excess of £1,000, and that I just can't warrant that. It's just not. That's just not feasible. Ray, you seem to be getting a bit excited about the thoughts of a trampoline. Might not have been Guru Mithinda's poly build. It might have been McDonald's Farm poly build. I have seen one recently on Facebook. He's been posting pictures, so it'd be whoever that one was. I can't remember who it was. I'm just not sure whether I want a wood. What's the right word? Sort of the bottom couple of feet to be wood, and then sort of the plastic over the top. I'm not sure if that's a feature that I want. I'm not sure what kind of drawback it has, or advantages for that case. I was going to do one like Dean's from Dean's Lost the Plot, where he's got about 2 foot of wood, but it's not a panel. It's got scaffold mesh over it, which obviously helps massively with airflow. The biggest problem with a polytunnel is airflow, and causing sort of blossom end rot and things like that, because it's such a humid environment. But I think I've got a way around that. I think I'm going to do something a bit fancy with my doors. I'm going to do what was popular in the 90s and do some stable doors, so that there's 2 stages to the doors. We'll see. I haven't quite come up with my design for it yet. Anybody who followed the shed build, who's been a long time subscriber, will know that the shed was in design for nearly 6 months before I even started building it. So yeah. So I was going to do, who was it that said build it through winter? You can't really, you can build them through winter. Are they both neighbours, Heather? You can build them through winter, but you can't really put the plastic on in winter, because you need the plastic, you need to warm the plastic up in the sunshine. And I'm not putting a lot of paraffin heaters in it to cheat. But you can certainly do that might be the way that I'm going to end up doing it. Get through this growing season, then I might build the frame through winter, and then put the plastic over it in summer. And what I'm thinking for my existing polytunnel is I'm going to take the plastic off it, and I'm going to wrap that in scaffold netting to create a massive brassica cage. Or maybe a massive fruit cage. Actually, I think I prefer a massive fruit cage. But it means that then I can keep the raised beds in there and things like that. So, you made your polytunnel, didn't you, Ray? And I'm pretty sure what I'm talking about is almost identical to your build, to the way you've done yours. It's the way everybody does it. You know, it's like I've said in so many YouTube videos. You know, I'm not one of those YouTubers begging for dinner that talks about stealing of ideas. There is no unique ideas anymore. YouTube has been around far too long for there to be unique ideas out there anymore. All you can do, you know, it's like music these days. Even music's just regurgitating other people's music. Anyway, let's not talk about some people that I've got issues with at the moment. He did, yes. He gets lots of stuff for free because he begs on his videos. And begs and he begs. I used to like his videos. My old cheap boy. Yeah, that's essentially that's exactly the same as what I'm planning to do. Right, is I'm going to wrap my old cheap polytunnel with scaffold netting to make either a brassica cage or a fruit cage. I'm not sure which yet. But I can hear stirring upstairs, so I think the missus is starting to wake up. Issues? Issues? What issues? You've lost me there. Got some chicken legs out for dinner. I've got no idea what... Yes. I'm assuming you're talking about a particular YouTuber there, right? Or you're talking about what I'm saying. It has gone too far from gardening. Yeah, me and a few of the others have given him a different name. It still says for dinner, but what's she looking at, Martin? Is there something in particular she's after? Has she got the new Marshalls one? Oh, have we frozen? Phone appears to have frozen. I don't think it has. I think the live stream... No, it has with frozen. Are we back? Should be back. I think I'm back. It says I'm back. Yeah, we're back. Yeah, no, new one came from Marshalls today. Rather nice. Very nice. Lots of flowers. They seem to be doing a lot more flowers this year. Pond plants. Wow. How about some of them for your ponds in your allotment then? Some mussels. Has Mike gone? I'm surprised he didn't react to what I was just saying. Hello. Wow, that's a long name. You are new to me, so I'm just going to nip across and give you a subscribe. Hello, Privet Hedge and Rickety Fence Gardening. I haven't got a privet hedge, but I certainly have got a rickety fence. You've hopped in right at the end. Oh, we're not playing that game. I don't know who it is. Let's have a look. Five subscribers. You've got a gardening playlist? Oh, some... I have no idea. But you've hopped in right at the end. because I need to go and start dinner shortly. Any ideas on what to do with some chicken legs? I'm completely out of ideas as to what to do with some chicken legs. Sweet peas. Sweet peas I wanted to do this year, and then didn't. Purely simply because I think I missed the boat on them, and I haven't planned for anywhere to grow them, because you need to grow them up a trellis like you do normal peas, don't you? Well, in fact, I'll tell you what, while I've got some of you experience, I want to sort of start wrapping this up, guys. I do have to crack on and get something on for dinner. Put it in the curry. I'm tempted to do a curry. Looking back, because we've got a couple of old YouTubers in here, a couple of highly experienced YouTubers and gardeners. Oh, don't, Ray, because you're going to make me think that I'm going to put some in. It's handsome. Okay. What was I going to say? What? Was it frozen again? No. What was I going to say? What is your single best buy for your allotments? What is the best thing you've bought or found or grown, or even the best technique you have come up with? I'd like to do just one thing that you've come up with. No? Everybody's saying no. Deadly, mate, it's been a pleasure as always. So I just want to end just on that that question. Extra water butts. Yeah. That's a good one. That is a good one. Rainwater. I know Chili Chump actually. Was it Chili Chump or was it you, Deadly? Disagrees with using rainwater for chilies, but I think it's the best thing there. A good pair of boots. You're not wrong. I haven't got a good pair of boots yet. I do need to get some. Friend? A privet hedge and rickety fence gardening channel. Singing to my plants. Is this Aaron by any chance? Friends. What, friends are the best thing for an allotment? Yeah, you're not wrong. It was Dean. You're right, it was Dean. But that's for his show veg, isn't it? Each to their own. I think rainwater, because it hasn't got all the crap in it. You know, like chlorine and fluoride and blah, blah, blah. Yeah, that's got to be Aaron. It's got to be Aaron. Yeah, he disagrees. He says that you don't use. Yeah, you're right. You're right, Deadly. It is up to you at the end of the day. We'll go sail day. It is for some things. It is for some things. Some people pick up some right deals. I don't rate their seed selection. It's okay. But and I might go there for my sweet pea seeds for next year. Everybody was saying no earlier. Was that noted that you need a trellis or something for sweet peas to grow up? Will they grow just up on their own? It is funny on Wilko Sale Day though to see all the Facebook pages light up with my sales started. Eh dear, I don't know. I don't rate, and a lot of their equipment I don't rate either. Their home brand equipment isn't great. But the one thing I definitely will be trying to pick up from them this year is more capillary matting. I was thinking. I'll tell you what my thoughts were for my sweet peas. I was thinking some. I don't really have any in here, but some largish pots. And then I was going to do a TP with canes on them. Would they be quite happy with that? The thing about the Wilko sale, which I found out last year, is the price on the shelf isn't necessarily the price you're going to pay. I got 3 packs of capillary matting last year and it was marked up at 50p on the shelf. I went through the checkout and it was 12p at the checkout. I love the range. I think the range is great. And the one thing I applaud the range for is they've started keeping their greenhouse, their growing stuff up, a portion of their growing stuff out all year. Yes, Aaron. Come on, don't keep me waiting. You got a new phone yet? Sort of a wigwam TP idea, but just coming up out of a pot. I don't know if they need a particular depth of compost or anything like that, but I do really want to give them a go next year. I might build a dedicated bed for them. Are they happy to not be rotated? Can they go in the same bed every year? Sweet peas, I mean. Everybody's gone silent. I'm going to have a biscuit. I'm getting hungry now. You getting hungry, Sash? You come say hi? You going to come say hi, Sash? No, she's being grumpy. People kick it. Alright, well, I'm going to have a concerted effort for sweet peas next year. And what was the plant we mentioned right at the minute? Sweet pies. Sweet pie. Happy on a wigwam. Still not bought a phone, mate. Come on. Rotate every 4 years. I could build a raised bed and just dig it out every 4 years. That could work. I'm sure I read somewhere that sweet peas are actually kind of a nitrogen fixer as well. You just cut them off at the bottom and let the roots break down in the soil. I'm sure I read that. I'm sure I did. That's what I need to do. I need to get to the seaside and collect some seaweed because I've got no I need to make some tea for this year, some seaweed tea. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, everybody's coming in now. I knew it was the wrong time to start a live feed. Hey Thomas, you all right? I'm going to end up taking my phone into the kitchen, aren't I? And cooking on live stream. Is 4H3 a typo, or is that a type of fertilizer? I don't know that one. So in theory, if you grow sweet peas in a bed for a few years, in theory that soil will become naturally quite rich. Oh, I do like to wind you up about that. Jack's magic, I swear by it. The only reason I don't tend to talk about it too much on YouTube now is because it causes a lot of anger, because I think it's about 80% peat, which a lot of people don't like these days. Everybody's going against peat, but unfortunately around here my options are very limited. My local garden centre, which does quite the largest range of compost, doesn't yet have any peat-free options. But Jack's Magic, I think, is second to none, and it's at the end of the day, it's what the professional growers use. So, and the price I pay for it, it's comparable to the likes of a Miracle-Gro compost, or I'm trying to think of more common names, more common household brands. Miracle-Gro. The price point is actually, the price I pay for it is actually similar to it's actually similar to B&Q's Verve and things like that. Oh, I'll be honest, I use glyphosate. I use it under my fence where I can't get the strimmer. But I've used Jack's Magic for 3 years now. Works a treat for the chilies. I tend to find, Aaron, that compost and brands are regional. Get what, go broke. You're not wrong. Like round here, where I am, Jack's Magic is extremely common. But I can't get Humax for love nor money, and I really want to try Humax. And clover. I can't get clover either, and I'd really like to try that. I don't want green compost in it. Well, you're always going to get green compost in compost, because it's a key part. If you're wanting something relatively nitrogen low, then what about coconut coir? You look up, I hate the way you've got to say it, coirproducts.co.uk. I've been talking with them about doing something next year. No, just use glyphosate. It's been used on farms for tens of years. Oh, the council crap. Yeah, you won't find that in Jack's Magic. You will find it in things like Verve. I do believe Miracle Grow do buy off councils as well, but you won't find it. I'm tempted to buy some as a top dressing for my asparagus bed, some Verve. I know it is absolutely rubbish, but I just want it as a top dressing. I need a cheap top dressing. My asparagus crowns come next month, so I need a couple of cheap bags of compost just to dress over the top of the alpaca manure. So the alpaca manure retains too much moisture until it breaks down. You can plant straight in it, but it retains too much moisture and it'll rot the crowns off. See, I can't get clover, Martin. I can't get clover. I want to try it, but I can't get it. But I do strongly recommend Jack's Magic if you can get it. It's got a bit of grit in it. It's a little bit of sand in it. There's very little in the way of crap in it. You do get some sticks that aren't broken down, but it's very few, very few compared to other brands I've tried. I won't change from Jack's Magic. It's one of I say it's comparable to the prices of Verve, and it is. It's by far and away not the cheapest. I mean, obviously, I can go to the I can go to the extremes of using things like Wilco's compost and things like that. But if you check out Sean James Cameron's video, he did some unbaggings of compost and ran them through a sieve, and the Wilco's and I think he did. I've already mentioned them twice. Miracle Grow, and it was full of crap. Frog sex? What the hell? What the hell, Mary? I'm assuming you're talking about something like tapioca. Or it's a typo. Listen, guys, I can give you about another 10 minutes, but then I've really got to crack on. It's great to see so many of you in here. We've had a great chat this afternoon. I'm glad I did it, actually, because I'm not going to get down onto the plot tomorrow, unfortunately. That makes more sense. That makes more sense. If you don't know what tapioca is, you're too young. Conversation shed after dark. It's not dark yet. Oh, it's getting that way. Sun's dropping quick. Sorry, Sesh, did you want to come say hello? Come here then. Come here. Come here. Come on. Up you go. Oh. Say hi, Sash. I don't want kisses though. No, I don't want kisses. This is Sasha. The reason I'm having to put a fence up round the allotment. I couldn't let the tapioca's awesome. I used to have it at school. I've tried to make it since and haven't been able to. Oh, she wants to go. Do you want to go? No, she just wants to be a pest. We need to do a tapioca video. We need to bring it back. So all of us do a tapioca video. Huskies as pets. They are an extremely loving and rewarding dog. but they are very hard work. Very hard work. Extremely loyal. At least she is, most of the time. She's just come into season, so she's being a moody teenager at the moment. But I've trained gun dogs for years. Hi, guys. I've trained gun dogs for years. And I've had lap dogs and small dogs and free the tapioca. Yeah. I'm going to do a tapioca video. I'm going to try and find a tapioca recipe and make some. But they are, yeah, great dogs. Really great dogs. The only real problem with them, they don't do well on their own. Because they're so closely related to wolves. I think they reckon there's about 3 generational gaps, or 3 evolutionary or selective breeding gaps between huskies and wolves. That pack mentality and that hunting mentality is very, very strong in them. So, are you going to get down? Do you want to get down, or are you happy? And the shedding is a real problem. But this one thinks she's a lapdog or a parrot. She's technically sat on my shoulder right now. Next, no. Prunes I'll give a miss. Dates I'll get because I'll make them into a sticky toffee pudding. But prunes, no, I'll give them a miss. I'm regular enough. Thank you very much. Yeah, they can. Yeah, they can be, especially working dogs, especially the sled dogs. They are trained to be excited to run, and when a husky is excited, it is vocal. It is. They are a vocal animal when they are excited. She talks. Prunes and custard. Really, Mary? Really? Prunes and custard? No. Bananas and custard, yes. Prunes and custard, no. She's gone off to bed now, as Sasha. Literally, I've just heard her go upstairs and get into bed. Tell you. Proper. She's almost 2 years old to the day. I think it's sort of mid-March. I think it's mid-March. She's 2 years old, so she's hitting that moody teenager stage that all dogs go through. So I just have to watch her with the kids. But one of the girls, she'll do anything for. The other, one of the Charlotte, she'll do anything for. Rosa, she can take or leave, but Charlotte, she'll do anything for Charlotte. But I've had retrievers as house pets, not house pets, but as home pets. I've had rescue dogs. I've had foster dogs. I've had Lhasa Apsos. I've had Tibetan Terriers. I'm trying to think what else I've had. Crossbreeds, and Sasha has far and away been an excellent dog. And whilst, I mean, contrary to my size, I do actually do about 10 miles a day with her. But aside from that, Aaron, you know me better than that. I'm not going to go buy bags and bags and bags of ericaceous compost when I can get pine wood chips for free. I'm too tight. You need to learn that. I'm a Yorkshireman. I'm too tight. The second best dog I ever had, Thomas, was a Heinz. That was Charlie. He was he was around when Charlotte was born, and I think I had him for 7 years before he was not a well dog. He got too old basically, and that was a sad day. That was a sad day. I miss him a lot. He was a good friend. But I know ericaceous compost will lower my pH more than pine bark. I'm too tight. You know me. If it costs money, I can't do it. Pine bark I can get for nouts. Besides which, it's too late for me to do anything about it this year now anyway. But I am going to retest. I'm going to do another test on the nitrogen front, on the pH front, because the iodine in that bottle is looking a little odd. So I think the kids have got a chemistry set with some iodine in, so I'm going to make some homemade pH tests. Nobody gave me any ideas as to what to do with these chicken legs that I want to do for dinner. I'm going to end up just getting a pie out of the freezer, aren't I? I've got a chicken and asparagus pie in the freezer. Was at our wedding and was there when my first was born at home. Real family member. They are family members. A lot of people say that I shouldn't let Sasha get away with half of the stuff that I let her get away with. But she's more a member of family than a pet. Oh, you did say curry, didn't you, Deadly? Sorry, I know somebody did. Virtual effects, as you know. I use it. Yes, I am using rainwater. I use rainwater as much as I can. This year, the other build that I'm doing, now that the solar panel is in and the shed is sorted, is I will be adding some more drainage pipes onto the shed and onto the greenhouse. And if I can think of a way to include them on the polytunnel, I'll be putting them on the polytunnel. I will be increasing my water storage, and then I'm adding a reasonably high PSI, a caravan water pump, so that I should hopefully be able to automate daily watering through the 2 weeks of summer that we get that is incredibly hot in recent years. But I try to use rainwater as much as possible for everything. I collect rainwater at home for my pots and for my greenhouse at home, and I collect rainwater as much as I can. I have an IBC and 2 blue barrels on the plot, but I do need to increase that. But sometimes, like last summer, it was long. It wasn't hot, but it was long and dry, wasn't it? That you do run out. Would a solar panel run grow lights? Deadly? No. Well, yes, but not through a British winter. I found that my grow lights, I could run one grow light for 12 hours off a 110 amp hour battery. What? Get a water pH tester. You know what the pH is. Fertilizer will lower it. I have got a pH tester actually. Thomas, London Worms and Gardens, mate. Get an IBC, get it on your plot and fill it with water. Nobody's going to nick it then. Good luck to them. I'm struggling to keep up now because everybody's writing long messages. Where are we? Ericaceous compost. Bought some Tabasco sauce, red and green and smoky. I do like the green Tabasco. I do like the smoky Tabasco as well. Mary, it's been lovely as always, my sweetheart. Keep in touch. I know you don't really do Facebook or YouTube and things, but keep in touch. I think you added me on Facebook, didn't you? And keep commenting. It's been lovely. Enjoy your frog sex, or your toad sex, or whatever you want to call it. I'm doing roast beef and Yorkshire puddings tomorrow, so I'm not doing toad sex tonight. I do actually, yeah. You've just reminded me, actually, Aaron. I've got a pH tester for when I do my sauces. About pruning the apples. No, he didn't, Aaron. No, he didn't. At least I don't think he did. No, he didn't. It's Paul, isn't it? I'll message him. Was it Paul? You got me. Can't remember now. Which video was it on? Or was it just on Facebook? I'm sure it was Paul on Facebook. See you later, Thomas, if you've not already gone. Have a nice chicken curry. Follow it up with some tapioca. See you later, Martin. I think it's tea time for us all now, isn't it? Guys, we'll call that a day. It's been lovely talking to you all. I'm going to get off and get on with some dinner as well. So until next time, I'm going to do another live stream first weekend in March, just while I'm sowing all my seeds. So that'll be the next one, guys. So have fun. Stay safe with this storm, and I'll see you next time.